This is how you LIJIANG tower with Reinhardt. Hey, what's up everyone? Ace of Spades here, back with another Overwatch map review guide. So, I'm gonna ask you guys on Twitch stream, you guys said you wanted LIJIANG tower with Reinhardt since a couple of you had trouble with it. So, let's go ahead and talk about how to fight on this point. Hopefully we'll get lucky, since I don't know how to reset the maps to each separate one. We're just gonna have to reset it and hopefully we it gives us the 3 separate ones back to back. Now we're gonna look pretty dumb, but yeah. So on if you get this map first, then there's a couple options that you can do with Reinhardt. One is if you have sim TP, which is the most ideal. You have your sim, go here, TP through window, and then you're just fighting on point. If you're ever against a far composition, then you always want to be fighting inside point. You don't want to fight out in the open. You're trying to get as much, percentage as possible, and playing on point at least allows your teammates to play corners and hide. If you play out in the open, then she has better, LOS. So always try and find inside point if you're on Pharah. But let's say you don't have a sim, then, starting out here is good. I like going inside and then rotating here. And the reason for that is if you just go from main and just, slowly walk your shields, getting completely short, and by the time you get here, it's probably broken. The enemy team's probably here as well. And yeah, so you end up just losing the fight because, your shield's completely busted. You can't use it to block any quick abilities. So having yourself go here also allows hey, you have supports. They can come with you into this, corridor, and then now they're safe from LOS from a lot of the damage. And you have this corner here, either to, push through, get damage, or you're just playing this corner. So now you have point control. Getting point control in King of the Hill maps is always crucial. All the time, every little bit of percentage counts in this game mode. So pushing here first, bang, just allows you to, control this, and then you can either rotate back, cap, or take a fight out forward if you DPS end up getting a pick or something. So let's say that's first point, you're there, you kite back to point. This is probably where you're going to want to be playing as Reinhardt. You don't want to be playing, all the way back here. It kind of just lets them walk on a point for free, and then by the time you get out here, there's not really much place you can hide. So I always like playing on this corner. You can shut down this if a healer or a DPS try and get into the corner. You can just get some, free swings on them. You can always back up. So I don't know, this is the spot that I'd probably play on for this map on LIJIANG. So after first point, let's let's say after the first fight you win it. They're not on a far comp. If they're on a far comp or a sim comp, don't push out. A lot of the times I see, main tank players, and I'll take advantage of this if I'm on a sim comp and, they're not. They'll push out to here and try and hold this corner or this corner, and then you have a sim TP. You're literally TPing from here, onto point, and then you lose point control, and, it's not good. So if they have a far or a sim, don't play out, in the open here. Just, it kind of sucks, but you just have to kind of give up the space. Playing here is good, fine to start, and then you just rotate back and play this first point all over again. But if they don't have either of those, then pushing out and holding this space is ideal. You can have your supports play the corners, and then you're just stuffing them here at this corner, just to not give them any free space, since they have to walk through the choke. It's really strong for you. If a DPS ends up going that way, then you can either engage, you have a thing, or you can just kite back to the corner again. Kiting back to this corner, never terrible. And then from here, if you shield's getting low or something, you can tell your team to kite back. So start there, back up to here, and go here. But yeah, I think that's pretty much every spot you want to do with Ryan. You never really want to be here shutting down this side, since they can just come through that side and then get on your supports really easily while you're doing this. You always want to be in a spot where you can come back to your team pretty fast as Ryan and you know, actually be useful and be able to be in a spot where you can help your team get value and, you know, be kind of deathballed. So yeah, those are the points on this map. So let's see if we get lucky. Restarts. New map. Pause.
Now arriving at LIJIANG.
Which one is it? Oh, it's the same one. Okay. I'm pretty sure this is the way to do it though, right? Someone in the comments is gonna be like, bro, dude, you can swamp through the map so easily. What are you doing? But not me. Boomer. I know the boomer way. What the fuck? It's the same map. No way, dude. No freaking way. Is there a way? Is there a way to not just do the same map all the same time? I don't think so, right? Pretty sure it's supposed to do it. I think we just are that unlucky.
Now arriving at LIJIANG.
Yeah, so there we go. Ah, Jesus Christ. So you're telling me we're not going to be able to get that next one? That next one's only going to take like 50 different freaking restarts. Okay, well, anyways, we're here now. Let's go ahead and talk about this map. So, 2 ways to attack on this one. I think going bridge on first fight is fine. But after the first fight, then you always want to be going left side with Reinhardt. So, say at the start, you know, you just do your pin. Come up this way. So from here, there's a couple ways you can go, but kind of only one good way, in my opinion. Going to the right, not very ideal, because you're out of LOS for your heals. If you go left and go straight to point, the point hasn't unlocked yet. It takes like 20 seconds. So going here doesn't really do much. Your supports are going to be there anyways, and they have a chance to get dove. The best spot that I like to fight with is after you get to, you know, bridge and you're walking forward, just try and take this spot here because it's in the middle of both. So for the DPS or a squishy rotates into here, you can take the fight. If they go left side, you can look for a pin, take a fight. It kind of just gives you the most point presence and be able to shield for like your supports when they want to push up and take either side. So taking this pillar, you can LOS damage as well, and then look for an engage from there. So yeah, let's say, you know, you win first, you win this engagement from here, then playing this corner, solid. No, don't be over there. The other way is that they're all rotate through white room. You can either push up to this corner if they're on like a dive comp, then like you know, Winston Ball or something like that, then I'd say holding this corner is really good. If they are on, you know, another Rhine comp, then I'm not a huge fan of holding this corner. I like to play this one, and the reason for that is it forces their healers and their DPS to push out a little bit farther, and it gives your supports a lot more safer room, because if, you know, if they're going white room, your supports can literally play like back here and be completely safe. If you're playing up this close, then your supports have to play super close, which, you know, they can be pushed on, engaged on, stuff like that. So just playing this corner, if they, you know, push, then you're still getting all the value that you can. It's just they're in, you know, a safer spot, and then you can look for an engage from here, which is literally like the same exact thing. It's just you have an extra cover to fight back on, since if you try to take the fight here, when your shield breaks, it's like you have nowhere really to go. So they're on like a Rhine comp, Ramatra, you know, hard brawly one, then playing this corner is good. Dive comp, play close, don't let them just, you know, get space and engage for free. Yeah, but let's go ahead and say you had lost stuff. So that's if you won, those are the spots you want to do. If you lost, then, you know, coming out of spawn, you never ever want to retake on bridge, if they have, you know, like a Ball, Pharah, Lucio, which a lot of times they're probably going to have some boop character. If they don't have a boop character, then yeah, going bridge is fine. But majority of the time after you lose the first fight, just rotate through left, help your team get across, bang, bang, bang. And then from here, you're just going to look to engage. So let's talk about this. From here, don't do this. Bang, and then you're just playing on the open and then you die, right? Corners. So after you, like, you know, you can, you know, push through, taking this, you know, fight on these corners here, and then you can look for and engage on, you know, one of their DPS with like a pin or something like that. But make sure you're always in kind of like LOS. Playing this corner is nice because let's say, like, you know, a tank pushes out, or, you know, a DPS pushes out, then it's just like a fast pin, which they can't really have time to block. But if you're like playing on the open, then, you know, you try and do like a pin, then you're just gonna get completely dumpstered. So yeah, think about this spot from here to recontest, and then you can look for engages once, you know, whatever abilities you see abilities used, and bang, that is you retake this. That's everything for this map. So RNG, Asa Bless in the chat. Show lobby restarts. Give us control center. Ryan's best one. Okay, that picture does not look like control center to me, but oh god, it's that one. Okay, show lobby. Restart. Is this the one?
Now arriving at LIJIANG.
No, it's not, bro. Why did it always want to give us this one, man? No way.
Now arriving at LIJIANG.
No freaking way.
I aim to
We're getting freaking owned.
Now arriving at LIJIANG.
We'll always show. Oh, there we go. Thank God, I was about to not do it. Okay. Whew. Okay, you only took like 20 million bajillion tries, but yeah. All right. So control center, Reinhardt's best map on LIJIANG. So from here, first fight, bang. You know, pin out a spawn, hold the space bar. You can just be coming over here. So taking the fight from here. This is how you do it. Push through, bang your RB, I mean, you know, hold shield. And you want to try and get to this corner. This corner can work, but I just like holding this one since it lets you shut down the right side as well. So if you get here first, you're most likely going to rotate main. And if you're playing here, you kind of can't shield, you know, all that spam damage. That's come from that side. So first fight, come up here, try and take this corner. This allows you to, you know, LOS that damage. If your shield breaks over here, then you can just play here, and then, you know, look for engage if they try and go with the maps. So first fight, bang, take this. Then you can rotate to, you know, point, either play this side or take the maps. You never really want to fight yourself playing out in the open. We'll just keep saying that as like a tank. You always want to be looking for like the corners that, you know, you can kite back to but still be able to contest, especially with Reinhardt, since, you know, when you swing like this, you can make his hammer, you know, like swing through the wall. So if they're like here, even though you're not there, it still fucking kind of hits them. So yeah, think about that. If you win first fight, this is where a lot of tanks never take the initiative, never be proactive. After you win first fight and you cap, you want to push up and try and hold this space. You can be right here. It's the same thing on if you are on this side and you go over there. You want to try and push up and hold these corners with Reinhardt, because he pretty much just denies all the space. They have to use so much utility to force you out of here, and you're just getting free percentage. If you let them walk up for free, then there's so many options that they can go to that it just, you know, doesn't give your team the advantage. So always push up here, take this, you know, fight as long as you can. If you find yourself like getting completely spammed out, then, you know, you can rotate back, you can pin out, and then look to retake the engage again from right here. But this is kind of like all the spots you'd want to do on if you like win the first fight. Now let's go ahead and say that you lost the fight. Never really going to be going left side ever with Reinhardt. And the reason why is this: you're all funneled out of like a tiny little corridor if you go left, and it's not, I don't know, I don't like that. I think that's pretty bad. You just want to give yourself like multiple options. So if you lose a fight coming back, then you can either go from here, top left, and then try and, you know, get your team either from here, main, and then either your team can rotate out from here, take high ground to the right, or they can push out through, you know, white room and take a fight through here. So it's kind of like how you'd want to take the fights. You can go through this little choke point if they have like a junk or something, then hell no. Don't do that. But, you know, if they don't, then sure, you can go up this way, and then from here, since you take a lot less shield damage that way, you can either choose to go out left or, you know, go out right and take a fight. But you're always going to want to be looking for like short pins to take space and try and get kills here. You don't really want to be pinning, you know, all the way like, you know, that far out in the open. But if you see somebody, you know, playing from like here to there or something, then doing like a short pin just to try and get them against like, you know, this corner, or like going up here to like there or something, it's always good. Like look for like short smart pins that still keep you in LOS, and they're a lot harder to dodge. So that's kind of how you do this these 3 maps. So yeah, hope it was helpful for you guys. If not subscribed, make sure to subscribe. It does help a lot. And yeah, new guides every Tuesday and Friday. So I'll see you then. Be sure to look out for them, and till next video. Peace.